Okay. We have a quorum present, correct, Jessica?
Yes.
Okay. Calling the meeting to order. If we would, if you would, look over the minutes for August 28th meeting. And when you've done that, I need a first and second, please. You want to give me a first? The minutes from August.
Minutes,
On page 2 and 3.
okay, no like what?
Item number 3.
Yeah.
Nobody be scared. Let's get first and second. This was from last month or August.
From the last meeting.
Yeah, this is for what we're doing today.
This is a motion.
Cody said first, Corey
First, yeah. Yes.
and Les second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Okay, open public time, it's gonna be at 5:32. And as if everybody had a chance to look over their packets for tonight's discussion, whatever you have, for all you have.
I'm looking at it right now.
So, we'll get on it.
Well, the public hearing is for, just for you guys to get information from anybody who's here to speak on it, so. I mean, I know I had talked with you, I didn't know if you wanted to speak on it officially, did you get any?
No.
Okay,
I was just, I didn't know if you wanted to have, if you had anything to say or anything there in public.
No, I mean, really, I guess I'm here just in case there's any questions or anything, any information you need from me, but
So then there are no speakers.
well, with that, then you can probably close the public hearing.
Okay, at this time, we'll close the public hearing and we'll note the time at 5:33. At this time, I'm gonna look to you, Cynthia, for any background information.
Okay, so the action item, and essentially this is the, request to rezone. The property is known as 611 West Walker, which is the American Legion. And, this, is currently zoned residential 1. And so right now, the city still owns the building. If you've been keeping up with city business, we have had 2 sealed bids for some buildings. The American Legion being one, and then the old senior center being another, which is gonna be the next agenda item. So we did have, the commissioners did accept one of the sealed bids for the American Legion, which was to Mr. Andy Rogers. And he's going to be using it for business, so he needs to rezone it. So while we still own it, because we haven't completed that sales transaction yet, we had agreed that we would jointly apply for a rezoning for it to move from residential 1 to commercial 2, so that it could be used as a business. And so that's all this is. You can see where it's at. It is compatible with the surrounding uses. And we're required to send out notice to publicize it in the paper, which has been done. and to send out 200-foot notices, which is basically anybody that is within 200 feet of this location got a letter notifying them of this request to rezone from an R1 to a C2. And that's it in a nutshell. If you've got any questions, I'm happy to answer those. We do have Mr. Rogers here, who could answer anything there.
Yes, I know I've talked to you and I know, but maybe the other guys don't know. Would you mind sharing kind of some of your ideas, what you think you're gonna do with the property?
Sure, we currently own a business here in town, Breckenridge, downtown on the square, and we are expanding that, needing some more space, and so will be the primary intent of the building will be to expand into that building with some of our shipping and online operation, offices, and some other things we do media wise into that building, so. And then slowly over time, developing that beyond, because that is, potentially more than what we need right now, but future expansion as well as some options to do some other things in the future, whatever that might be.
I've talked to several pastors like you guys. I think that'd be good, that side of town, used to be nothing there. I mean, you guys have lived here forever. That side of town's been dead. Now you see some activity over there. There'll just be one more added vacant building, something, and anything he does, top notch, so. It'll look nice. He's not gonna put his name on something that's not gonna look nice.
Is there any, what's the closest place that's zoned for commercial from this building? Is there-
Right across the street.
that is marked as commercial? Is it C?
I'm sorry, it's C1
C1 would be commercial,
is it friendly?
but if that's an R for their,
I think, Malcolm, can we get that one up there? I think Friendly's is C2. That'd be to the east, and I think to the north is,
To the north is gonna be,
it's not really marked.
rock, gravel. And then,
Yeah, it's not marked.
The glass shop.
Is it?
it's what?
It's not marked for this one, is it?
Yeah, it should be.
It's very fine print if it is. Well, this
We're at,
Camden,
Camden, right here, here's Legion. And this one, this whole block C1, or all these three blocks, this is C1 right there.
oh, I see
And then
that.
up here to the north, this looks like it's
Well,
I1, I1 actually,
Industrial.
industrial.
Okay.
so if you turn over on whatever that map is on item number 3. So just to the east, that would be Friendly's right there on the front.
Right.
In that corner, yeah.
I mean, you have Allsup's there, you have across the street is Pate's Hardware.
Mhm.
The reason I was asking is on the map that we've got, it has the R numbers. Is that?
Those R numbers aren't always
Okay.
accurate.
All right.
That's CAD numbers,
Mhm,
yeah,
mhm.
those are CAD numbers.
And
That's
they're
a
not
taxing
always,
entity. They're identified.
yeah, and they're not always accurate with this map system I use.
But right, those R numbers have nothing to do with zoning. Yeah,
You know me, I always have to ask the hard questions.
okay, that's what you guys are here for.
Good, that was actually what I was looking for. I mean, if all that is already commercial, well, I mean, come on, it needs to be commercial as well.
Yeah, well, and it's right on Main Street. I mean, I'm just reading the ones that are in the immediate area, but it's right on Main Street, and so. Just as for, to keep you guys up to date, we are in the middle of doing, we got a planning grant. And so we're updating our comprehensive development plan, which we will be bringing that back to you all to review that with you. The last one that we've done was like in 1967. So quite some time ago, so I'm excited that we're doing this, but what we'll do then is, looking at not only the existing land use of everything in Breckenridge, but then evaluating what that future land use looks like. And so that's in process right now, and of course, we'll be bringing that to you, but That's just down the road a little bit, actually not that far, probably in the next 6 months, you'll be seeing that.
I don't have any questions. Do I have a motion to approve?
I would make a motion to approve.
Les,
Zoning.
Les one. Okay, roll second, all in favor? Approved. Okay, the next agenda item is nothing else,
I'm sorry,
nothing else?
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
there's that one.
number four.
Quoting this dire.
oh, I'm number 4, okay, yeah, I'm sorry.
On number 4, as you can read, discussion of any necessary action regarding ordinance 23-20, closing Dyer Street between North Miller and North Live Oaks.
So on that one, you should have a map. That's a better map, actually. So what's going on here is, again, one of the CO bids that was received was for the old senior building. And you can see where. Right here, this is the old senior building. And this is the resale shop where the Animal Society, Humane Society has a resale shop.
Boy Scouts is right there too.
Huh?
And the Boy Scouts is right there.
Yeah, and so what this is in the sale of that property, we're really trying to define what that is. And so we got a survey and found that Dyer Street, you can see where, well, this is Dyer Street and that's Dyer Street. The survey shows that there's still an 80-foot right of way right here. It's never been closed. The street has never been closed. And so when we give, we need to close that. And when we do that, we have to, basically people to the north, the abutting landowners to the north will get half of that right of way, which is 40 feet. And the people to the south will get the south half of that for 80-foot right of way. Okay, so that's what this is. It's basically closing the street and then conveying that north half to the abutting property owners, the south half to the abutting property owners. On this side, it's BISD. They own this. Okay, so they will get this part of it. City of Breckenridge owns here, City of Breckenridge owns here, City of Breckenridge owns here and here. And then Shady Tree Apartments own this part. So, and we have contacted them. They're okay with receiving that additional 40 feet, and city is as well. And so that's what this is all about. It's just cleaning up something that really should have been cleaned up a long time ago. As far as I know from my research, I've talked to people that have been here for a long time. Even though it's platted as a city street, as a right of way for Dyer, 80 feet, it's really never been open as a street.
It's not paved, it's just like gravel.
Right,
I'm
and I'm
always-
sure it's because of the,
Yeah, late there's people back through there.
The school even tells kids not to drive on that road.
yeah,
Been that way for.
Where's the
It sounds like a lot of
community
city
garden?
it's right.
It's right there, and that where it says closing Dyer Street. Okay. But there's
Right.
people still. working.
It'll still be our
Yeah.
property, yeah. So that's all, I mean, really, it's cleaning up something that should have been cleaned up a long time ago, but until we went to sell it and really define what we're,
And it's in the flood zone, floodway anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right on that creek.
exactly. So that's all this is, and I will say, most cities, just as an aside, our ordinance does state that, these types of things go to P and Z to make the recommendation to the city commission. Most cities don't do that, it just goes directly to the city commission. And we are looking at, I'm taking that to the commissioners to see if they want to change it. So if they do change it, this is not something that would be in your agenda in the future. Again, these are pretty standard things that, you know, commissioners hear directly. So that's gonna be on the agenda tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. And they may want you guys to keep doing it. I don't know. We'll see.
Why would you want to make a change?
Well, I will say, first of all, because again, most cities, it goes directly to the council. It doesn't go to P and Z. Because there's so much going on with streets. That's just kind of been the way it has been, like I said, in every city I've been at. And I will say the other thing, in some cities, I've had a problem with this in this town and in another town I was in, but sometimes getting a quorum for P and Z, i.e. tonight, is kind of challenging. And so when that happens, I mean, that means we gotta, you know, we posted stuff and then we gotta, you know, it takes more time. Takes more time, especially since, you know, city commission only meets here, we only meet once a month, as does P and Z. P and Z normally only meets once a month in most cities. I've never seen them meet more than that, unless there's a special meeting that has to happen.
But the city commissioners make that decision. We don't have no say in that.
Mhm.
Okay. So they'll probably eliminate it.
Well, they might not, but yeah, it's like I said, it's standard, and it just streamlines the process.
On just.
Just street closures, just like on street closures only, correct?
Right, just-
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Mhm.
Just not,
Not only
the
them,
bulk of
right?
what you guys do, I mean, is what every P and Z
Because I think
does.
it's good to have different sets of eyes on different
It's
things. before it
land
goes to
use, I
them.
mean, zoning, those types of things, that's what P and Z does.
Okay. So I need to get a first and second on this as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give the first. And Ronald's at second, all in favor?
Yes.
We never discussed, but that's gonna be a church. Or that is a church, okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
Currently, so that's who won the bid, was New Destination Church, so the city selling it from them. And so in that sale has not yet, just to be clear, that sale hasn't been completed because we were waiting on the survey and on this. But now that, and we still own it, so when we convey the land to them, because we have that land, right, and then we'll convey it to them in the sale of the property.
with no further business, we close. Okay. Close at 5:47. Congratulations, Mr.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you guys for being here.
Yeah, I've got to go down.
Now the work began, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you.